Everyone is providing you with the specs of this impressive phone. We decided to do a comparison of the specification sheets to see whether ZTE Nubia Z9 is all play and no work, or it can compete with the Galaxy S6 and the iPhone 6. Display and design. We will let the newcomer do the honors, and the ZTE Nubia Z9 brags a 5.2-inch display with a 1080p resolution and 424 ppi. Samsung Galaxy S6 boasts a 5.1-inch display screen, short by just 0.1 inches, however, gets the upper hand in pixels per inch with 577. Apple's iPhone 6 on the other hand comes at a 4.7-inch display and a 326 ppi. In terms of the design, the Nubia Z9 stands out with its nearly non-existent bezels, standing at just 0.8 mm, and gives a curved look at the sides, which is protected by a 2.5D glass panel. The back is minimalistic, but the bezel-less display is the main standout feature. ZTE is not the first one, if you can recall what Sharp did with the Aquos Crystal. Samsung also took the premium high road with a brushed metal frame held together by glass panels for its Galaxy S6. If we look at Apple's iPhone 6, well, that is the perfect example of a metal unibody construction, and the company does lead the pack with the build quality. Performance and storage. Moving to the performance department, the Nubia Z9 packs a 64-bit octa-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 810 with an Adreno 430 GPU. It has two variants, the Elite Edition, which packs 4GB RAM and a 64GB storage option, and the Classic Edition, which has 3GB RAM and 32GB in storage. Expansion via microSD card is a no-go area here. The Galaxy S6 ditched Snapdragon in favor of its own octa-core Exynos 7420, and the graphics is Mali T760 MP8. The storage options provided by Samsung include 32/64/128 GB with 3GB RAM. The iPhone 6 on the other hand has the A8 chipset, which relies on dual-core technology and has 16/64/128 GB of storage with 1 GB of RAM. On paper it might appear that the Nubia Z9 and Galaxy S6 are winners, but clearly the iPhone 6 does not lag behind at all. Camera and battery. The final comparison sections definitely revolve around the camera specs and battery life. ZTE Nubia Z9 is said to house a 16MP shooter with a Sony sensor and an f/2.0 lens, which puts it on equal footing with LG G4. The selfie department is handled by an 8MP, 80-degree wide-angle lens. The Galaxy S6 has the same rear shooter specs, and the camera is commended to be a better performer than the iPhone 6. The front shooter is a 5MP affair. The iPhone 6 sticks to an 8MP rear shooter and can take on the 13MP and 16MP giants as well, because having more megapixels does not automatically translate into a good picture. HTC One M9 is a clear example here. The secondary shooter on the iPhone 6 is 1.2MP. In terms of battery, the Nubia Z9 has the upper hand with a 2,900 mAh pack compared to the 2,550 mAh on the Galaxy S6 and the disappointing 1,810 mAh on the iPhone 6. To finish the comparison, we decided to give you a heads up as to the availability of the ZTE device. The Nubia Z9 will start retailing from May 21st, with the Classic Edition selling for 3,499 Yuan, $564, and the Elite Edition for 3,999 Yuan, $644. Well, there is a fingerprint edition exclusively limited to the Elite version and will cost 4,499 Yuan, $725. The fingerprint sensors are at the sides of the device instead of the home button or at the back, which is surprisingly interesting. Looking at the price points, ZTE is still offering the Nubia Z9 a tad cheaper than both the Galaxy S6 and the iPhone 6, the full retail price we mean. The only downside for this device is whether it will be available outside China ever. Maybe ZTE will make it available. Right now, the Nubia Z9 can try to scare Xiaomi's Mi Note and Note Pro sales until it is available worldwide. For more updates, subscribe our channel and share this video.